My next guest is the third of four generations of military service in his family. A 22-year career in the U.S. Army, served in several combat zones, received a number of honors, including the Bronze Star, 3 Meritorious Service Medals, 3 Army Commendation Medals, 1 Valor Device, and a Valorious Unit Award. 1993, he was named U.S. Army ROT Instructor of the Year. And in November 2010, he was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives, representing Florida's 22nd District. He is now a Texan and is running for the chairmanship of the Republican Texas Party. He's also a Fox News contributor, author of the book Guardian of the Republic, An American Ronin's Journey to Family, Faith, and Freedom. He is, by the way, an avid distance runner, a master scuba diver, a motorcyclist, and in his spare time, he enjoys cheering on his beloved Tennessee Volunteers, who's never been the same since Peyton Manning is no longer the quarterback. Please welcome to the program Lieutenant Colonel Alan West. Colonel, how are you?
Why do you want to bust out my Tennessee Volunteers? Because actually, we won a national championship the year after he left with T. Martin.
You know, I did not know that. So are you telling me the Volunteers were better without Peyton? Is that what I'm hearing from you, Colonel?
They played as a team when he left instead of, depending on him. And T. Martin was a much more mobile quarterback, and so that really was a good thing for the Tennessee offense then. So we had our national championship after Peyton graduated, but he's still one of the best.
Did it bother you that Eli did not go to Tennessee?
It bothered a lot of people, but you have to understand that Archie had to have one of his boys go back to his alma mater.
Mm-hmm. Now, Colonel, I had no idea you relocated from Florida to Texas. When did you do that?
I did that in December of 2014. So I've been out here in Texas for quite some time. I live just east of the Dallas Metroplex in Garland, Texas. Beautiful area out here. So you have to come out and visit me, and we'll throw a steak on the grill for you.
Sounds good. Why did you move?
Well, we got an opportunity to be out here in Texas working with a public policy organization, and we took that opportunity. My wife's parents were out here in Texas, 3 of her 5 brothers, our best friends of 32 years, and also some relatives on my side. So it was a good opportunity to come back. My last duty assignment in the Army was Fort Hood, Texas, so it's good to be back here wearing my jeans and boots.
Where are you from originally, Colonel?
Originally Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised there. As a matter of fact, the old 4-4 neighborhood was the same neighborhood that produced Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and Ebenezer Baptist Church was right across the street from my elementary school growing up.
Colonel, let me ask you a question I'm asked all the time. How do you deal with the Uncle Tom stuff? How do you deal with you're a self-loather? How do you deal with you are a self-hating black man stuff? How do you deal with that?
I don't deal with it whatsoever because, I grew up in the military, and I've been called a lot rougher things in the military. First of all, I've been shot at in a combat zone.
Right.
So, calling me a name is not going to get my attention. I mean, my mom, you had a belt and a shoe. So those are the type of things to get my attention. And the most important thing, Larry, you know this very well, if you don't want to debate me on the facts, if you don't want to debate me on the issues, that lets me know one thing: I won. Mm-hmm. And so I have that moral high ground, so calling me a name is not going to get me to change my principles and values or stop fighting for this great country that I love dearly.
That's what I always say. Once you start resorting to name calling, you are out of ammo. And Colin Powell said, once you get shot at, it certainly opens up your nostrils.
Yes, it does. It's a liberating experience.
You are running for the chairmanship of the Texas Republican Party. Talk to us about that.
Well, one of the things that I've seen is that Texas is trending in a different direction. In 2018, a lot of people don't realize Texas lost 12. The Republicans lost 12 state House seats. We lost 2 state Senate seats, 2 U.S. congressional seats, and 56 judgeships in the state of Texas.
Not good.
So we do see a demographic shift, and all of our major population centers are run by progressive socialists, the left. They control Dallas, they control San Antonio, they control Austin, Houston, El Paso, and so we have a fight on our hands, and that really is the strategic plan of the left to come into successful red states, take over the major population centers where you see the greatest amount of failure. So I think it's important that we have an aggressive message. We have to go on offense. We can't win by being on defense and being reactionary. We have to come at them and make them try to defend the things that they believe in. When I hear people say turn Texas blue, I force them to try to explain what does that mean.
Hmm. My guest is Lieutenant Colonel Alan West. He's running for the chair of the Texas Republican Party. Colonel, is the state going in the wrong direction because people are leaving other states and bringing their left-wing politics with them? Or is the state becoming more left-wing because a greater number of Texans are buying the stuff they're selling?
Well, it's both of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you think about it, there are some people that are leaving, fleeing California, Illinois, New York, New Jersey because they want to get from those failed economies and failed states. But there are also people that have come here, such as Toyota North America, that left California and moved not too far away from me here in Plano, Texas. They're bringing employees here, and they're not explaining to them why they are leaving California, or some of these businesses and corporations aren't explaining that. But then also we have the problem of our school system here in Texas has become a system of indoctrination. The University of Texas could change places. You could call it the University of California, Berkeley. So we have got to get on our college campus, university campus, even in our high schools. But we have got to get businesses and corporations that are bringing their employees here to understand, why did you leave where you were, California, Illinois, New York, New Jersey? Did you explain that to your employees that you have brought here so that they don't end up turning this state, Texas, which you moved here for all the tax, regulatory, economic, fiscal policies, into the place that you just came from?
My guest, Lieutenant Colonel Alan West. Colonel, we only have about 30 seconds left in this segment. Real quickly, I thought that the Beto O'Rourke race was way, way too close for comfort.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And, one of the things is, they allowed O'Rourke, I call him Robert Francis, Bob Frank, because he's about as Hispanic as I am Norwegian.
Just a few,
we allowed him
few
to
seconds
get out
left,
there and he defined the battle space. And we cannot allow someone to do that. And even you have Tarrant County, Fort Worth, Ted Cruz didn't even win over there. So we've got to make sure that we get into our young people. We have to talk about what Texas stands for.
All right.
We have to talk about the strength of the free market.